successful in this city. Rasheed Wallace and Antonio McDyess will jump it up. Wallace at 6'11", unable to control the tap. It goes to the Nuggets. Antonio beginning play tonight. Bonzi Wells, good post-up player, and he kisses it off the glass for McDyess.
Nuggets defense a little slow on the rotation there. Wallace had a pretty good look at the basket. Nice spin and find by Nick.
Give, almost like in hockey from time to time, tries to give his big man some nights off in addition to the nights he would ordinarily have off.
Portland moving the ball very easily right now. About everything Sabonis drew, talking to Dunleavy, Mike Dunleavy, the coach of Portland before the game. McDyess, nice strong move.
And he went left that time into the paint. But at 90 as the head coach of the Blazers. Good pass to Posey and a tough layup. Tapped in by McDyess. They're going to let that one go. Close to offensive interference.
Situation there, but Sean Leonard probably could have pump faked. He had the bigger Davis on him. Take that ball in the basket. Rasheed Wallace penalizes him with an open three.
Out of the playoff picture right now, if they're to make the playoffs, they have to do something special, and unfortunately for them, it's going to have to be on the road. Iron, but it's run down by Augment, and then they lob, and that nearly went in. Wallace was looking for it, steal the Wells, and an easy two. You can't get careless with Portland.
His job, especially the defensive rebounding. Antonio's come back in from about the free throw line and helped out on some tough defensive rebounds.
Rasheed Wallace has 7. Inside of McDyess, turnaround jumper. Tough shot, but McDyess kind of got it up on the fingertips as you're supposed to do and flipped it in. 3 straight threes. Steve Smith is on the floor. Here's Rasheed Wallace and the foul on McDyess, and Rasheed will go to the line. George McLeod, I guess he's being heard by his teammates. Rasheed Wallace is fouled. Nuggets leading 25-18, minute and a half to go. Stoudemire for 3, and he nails it. Nuggets have 6 turnovers. Smith on a drive, and he finds Wallace for 3, and he drops it through. 1-point game. Rasheed Wallace with his 2nd triple of the game.
To start the second quarter, George just hit a tough shot.
Wallace inside 3-point range, drills another. 14 for Rasheed Wallace. Unable to connect with Antonio McDyess. Here's Wallace stepping into a 3, and it crawls over the top, over to Denver. Smith gives it up. Greg Anthony. Now Wallace, that's great movement, and an easy 2. 16 for Rasheed Wallace. Still, Schrempf off the dribble with 2 on the shot clock, and Sabonis gets it. Blind pass to Wallace for the hoop. Arvydas Sabonis right over his head to Wallace in traffic.
They've gotten away from that a little bit, and they've struggled to get the ball to the rim here in the second quarter.
Wallace has hit a couple of threes already. Beside Van Exel for 3. Nuggets need a 3. McDyess a rebound. Now McLeod will shoot a 3. And George McLeod rips the cords from deep. Now here's Smith for 3. And there's another offensive rebound. And just like you said, it's converted. That came to Rasheed Wallace. He was standing flat-footed.
Posey or McLeod, they missed him.
McDyess has yet to score in the second quarter after a very good first quarter. And nice move there by Antonio. A couple of fakes, and he has 10 points now. Nuggets defense pretty good, and they cause a turnover.
When the shot goes up, we got to put a body on somebody. We can't watch them because they're shooting the ball too well. If we eliminate those 2 things, we'll be in good shape.
Second half, Drew, of course, you can't do that, and you can't give Rasheed Wallace 20 points in the first half alone. Drew, Todd?
And of course, Rasheed began the second half with the jumper. There's James Posey. Sandy, thank you. Well, I can almost guarantee if the Nuggets are to overcome the deficit, there's a block, and Rafe LaFrentz stays with it. Good pass from Nick Van Exel, second half. Good defense on Wells. Off to Rasheed Wallace, who hits another 3. That's his 3rd of the game.
I wonder how often he makes that decision nowadays, huh?
There's McDyess floating in. Antonio with a dozen points.
Off Augment. So the rotations, because of the double team, have got to be special. And they weren't that time.
McDyess, the air ball.
The reason I say special with the rotations is because Portland's got so many good offensive players. Sean expects contact, doesn't get it.
They go to Wallace, and McDyess gets a piece of Rasheed. Three-point opportunity. And when the Nuggets had a chance to drop the lead to 6, back comes Portland, and now they have a chance to go up 13.
Well, Wallace brings this shot right back to Antonio McDyess. Antonio thinks he's got a chance at blocking this, but he gets it off so quickly. You see the contact on the arm. The easy call. And McDyess frustrated defensively at the post on that play.
Antonio, and that'll count. Dale Davis commits the foul. We've seen Antonio turn left on the low block more than he's turned right. I don't know if that's ever happened in a game this year.
Well, I talked to Scott Skiles early in the season when they were playing Phoenix, and they couldn't remember a time they saw Antonio go right and have success scoring the basketball. And you're right, he's done this a lot lately. Obviously something coaches have talked to him about and he's worked on and starting to have some success.
Good overplay by McDyess, just denying the pass to Wallace. They're still trying to get it there. Miscommunication. Antonio McDyess made that whole thing happen, denying the basketball to Rasheed Wallace.
They threw the ball away.
Antonio's got immense pride. There's a foul again on Davis. And you know he's aware that Wallace is having a big night. Stay home, and if we need you, we'll call, and you get $2.2 million. That kind of works. That shot's off. Denver a chance to get it to 5 on the break. 5 to shoot it. McDyess on a drive will throw it down. Antonio hung in the air off his wrong foot. He went up. He likes to go off at 2 feet, Todd. Kind of wrong-footed himself and still threw it down. Minute 20 to go in the third. Schrempf on a drive, and he'll lay it in. They trail by 11. 28 seconds to go. Timeout on the floor. We're in the third.
Tonight. Unfortunately, it's against one of the best teams in the league, and so they find themselves still behind. But this is the kind of effort they need to put on the floor every night.
Gathered in by Portland.
4 blue shirts in the paint. Look what happens. 4 blue shirts in the paint, and the ball bounces over. Got that one to drop.
15 points off the bench tonight for the Nuggets. McDyess again, turning left, flipping in the right hand.
Point where he can go either direction comfortably. Impossible to stop.
Well, he kicked it a little quick there. McLeod gets a good look at a 3, and he knocks it down. And Denver is within 8. You're absolutely right. Wallace lost it for a moment, and LaFrentz actually blocked it a little bit, but Wallace still converted.
Adding to his point total. Right here, Van Exel tries to come over and help out, and then the help from Rafe LaFrentz. See, they're pretty active defensively. Wallace just gets that too close to the basket. LaFrentz, the last of them, a bit too late.
McDyess trying to take Sabonis. He does count the basket. Smart play. Smart play by Antonio. Last couple of weeks, we've seen him just fire the jumper in this situation. Instead, he takes him.
Would you call this a hesitation dribble, Drew? Watch that. One dribble. Looks like he's going to pull it up for the jump shot. And Sabonis relaxes just for a split second. Couldn't see the call, but made it anyway.
How about that pass? Lost by LaFrentz. Nuggets get on the floor. McDyess in traffic puts it up and in. Gorgeous play by Antonio McDyess. Over by Denver. Wallace, who missed the dunk. Greg Anthony finds the basketball. Schrempf all alone.
I'll tell you what, the basket's still moving from the dunk attempt of Rasheed Wallace. I don't know what the call was there, but
it's on Vashawn Leonard. 12 rebounds for McDyess now, along with 25 points. The 2 All-Stars have lived up to their billing. Schrempf called for the foul on McDyess.
2 All-Stars going at it.
Oh, man, almost came out.
Tell you what, Antonio couldn't have done a much better job defensively, and it was just a great shot by Wallace. Give him credit.
Nuggets must answer. Long entry pass, McDyess quickly to work, and he doesn't get the roll, and Wallace snatches the rebound. Good move by Antonio. He didn't get the roll that Wallace got.
Comes in shape. Obviously can still play basketball. Has done a great job for him so far.
McDyess walked.
Venus Sabonis and Scottie Pippen.
Good pass to Rafe. That one's blocked by Wallace. What hasn't he done tonight? Dan asking Mark Davis why there wasn't a call there. Here's a 3-ball fitting. New career high for Rasheed Wallace. He drains the 3. He's got 40. And Portland's going to win this thing, 95-81. Here's the block on one end, and then he's going to get the basketball at the other end, Todd. It's unfair that a guy 6'11", 235 pounds can have that stroke from 25 feet.
Hey, it's got a beautiful looking shot from a lot of range, deep, out in the deep water where usually you only see guards sitting.
1:49 to go, 97-85 Portland, no question who our Gatorade player of the game is. Number 30, the 6-year man from North Carolina, Rasheed Wallace, 40 points tonight, a career high. And he's had him from 3-point range. He's had him right underneath the basket and in between. He's put on a show tonight.
Well, no question why he's been such a fantastic acquisition for the Portland Trailblazers. Six from a lot of places on the floor.
16 of 26 tonight from the floor, 7 rebounds, and also 2 blocked shots.
Shot clock, they want to foul now.
There's Smith looking for help, but there's Wallace. He always provides help. 42 now for Rasheed. 100 points. No Kevin Willis here in the second half. Van Exel to McDyess. That'll count. Leonard will throw it up 30 feet. And 104-94 is the final count. The Nuggets played hard. Portland just too deep, too talented. Rasheed Wallace, splendid tonight.